Double D is a podcast hosted by two friends who have a lot of opinions. These opinions may or may not be based on the actual facts and should therefore be taken with a grain and or truckload of salt. And although our producers may agree with us, Metal and Pluck are in no way held responsible for our antics.
She fall, I'm there to catch her, and how you bloom so perfect.
Hey everybody, this is Dylan from the Double D Podcast, a weekly conversation between friends. We talk about all sorts of things from art and music to politics and pop culture. We really appreciate you giving us a listen. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to the show, take a minute to rate us, like us on all the social medias, and of course, tell your friends. And now, without further ado, Double D. Destinee, how was your week?
I had a good time. I was vending over the past couple days. Well, not a past couple days.
A couple of days ago.
A couple days ago, I vended at this event called the City of Ink 11th Anniversary Art Show and Community Fundraiser. Like that?
I like it a lot. It sounded really fancy. Was it really fancy?
Community fundraiser. No.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was not. But I did have a good time. I was stuck on the second floor of a very hot building. However, I was not able to go and see all the beautiful artwork that people kept coming and telling me about. Oh. It was just like...
Because you're a one-woman show.
Well, I had to stay at my booth.
Yeah, right?
And
yeah,
I was slinging my juris.
Right.
My juris.
Okay,
my
so...
earrings and my necklaces.
Is City of Ink a tattoo shop?
It is a tattoo shop and owned by two gentlemen, one named Maya Bailey and one named Tuki. I'm probably fucking it all up. Carter. However, it's a tattoo shop, and then they're opening the community art center, trying to get art back in since it's not really in the schools as much as it should be. They're trying to, put that into the community. So there's like a community center. He has like art, a library. They're still building it. You can tell if you would have came to the event. It was not you personally. You live in Florida, Heifer. I
know. I still felt. I was like, why didn't I go?
Can you live in Florida?
All right, thank you. I'll take that pass.
Much. Yeah. Anywho,
so was it good? That sounds awesome.
It was very fun. I even bought some stuff from some of the other vendors. I bought a pack of hip hop playing cards.
Hell yes.
Right?
That's really cool.
All the like aces and kings and queens are like I got like a Lil' Kim, I got a Tupac.
Nice. Are they illustrations or for the
illustrations?
Hell yeah.
So they got like old Lil' Kim with the like not Lou, like almost Asian looking Kim, but like old back in the day I used to hang out with Biggie Lil' Kim. Like
that's awesome.
Diana Ross touched my titty, Lil' Kim. That type of Lil' Kim. You remember that? When Diana
I remember that. She just like scooped it up. It was like it was the weirdest, like little, just like boop.
But what do you do? Like it's Diana Ross. She's just like, all right,
you let it happen. I think.
Okay.
You're like,
did this just happen?
She knows people can see us, right? That was what Lil' Kim's face was like. I thought we were on TV. And she's just like, boop. Oh, Diana Ross.
I know, right? A very vivid memory. It's almost as vivid as still to this day, Janet Jackson's nipple. I'm telling you. I very much remember it.
Okay, so you said earrings and necklaces. Mm-hmm. Can I ask you a question about that?
Yes, what's happening, Captain?
Your earrings, are they for like pierced ears or like stretched ears at all? Is it just a regular post with a back? I have like a million questions.
They're currently nickel-free posts for those who are
very nice
allergies. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
As a sensitive flower, I appreciate that.
And then I also have some dangly. I don't know what that's called. Danglies.
Like a hook.
Yeah. I have those, and I do not make gauges currently, so I haven't gotten to the stretch-eared folk just yet. But I'm working on it.
Cool.
I'm, practicing my craft.
Cool.
But I make necklaces for those who got the giant ear holes. So you can buy a necklace.
Very cool.
Do what I can.
I love it. They're beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. You got to put all your negative energy in a positive way. You know how I feel about the world sometimes. So, whenever everybody makes me angry, I make stuff pretty.
I love that. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Because the other day, I was at work, and my woman time has arrived. And I work with a lot of men, and there's a lot of testosterone floating around the building. And sometimes I just like, you know what? I need to take a day. So yesterday I took a day.
And do you make it at home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's really cool.
I get like wooden pieces from like other like laser cutters, and then or I'll get like actual like driftwood or wood slices. Like sometimes I'll cut the wood myself. I'll find like there's some tree sticks out there. And I cut some wood, and I'll paint it and I'll clear coat it with resin, and bam,
that's really cool.
I got stuff.
That's awesome. I was celebrity stalking your Instagram.
Oh,
And
thank you.
Because I learned from the best. And I wondered where that was happening, because it looks kind of like a large setup. Like that's a lot of pieces at one time.
My loving girlfriend understood when we moved in together that I needed space. Mm-hmm. So I have a room.
That's very cool. That's super cool.
All these crafty like things. I really need a garage because I want to make furniture like tables and whatnot.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Can you imagine that coolness on a table?
Yes, I can. I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but I'll
pre-order it.
You can't do that. You can't do that in an apartment. So,
yeah, that's true. Just real quick, so you said, right, when the world gets you down, you like to make shit beautiful?
Make shit crafty. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It reminded me of this quote from John Waters, and so I just pulled it up. Go out into the world and fuck it up beautifully. That's what you're doing.
I'm trying to.
I love it. Exactly.
I'm gonna fuck some shit up.
Fuck it up beautifully.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Speaking of...
what you do, dude?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, speaking of fucking up the world beautifully, I have been spending more time at the state capitol building than I ever have.
Look at my little political
in
activist.
My life.
Go Dylan, go Dylan, go.
Well, it's literally walking distance from my house, so if I don't show up, I feel kind of like an a-hole.
Yeah.
I woke up the other morning, and I was sitting on my stoop, drinking my coffee, and just thinking, like, what a beautiful day. And then I was like, hark, in the distance. Revolution. I could literally hear people chanting from my stoop. It was really, really cool.
Did you open up your flannel button down and like an S popped off? You're like, revolution.
I did my Superman pose. I was like, you know what? I'm going to fly on down there. No, it's been, it's a mixed bag of emotions, friend. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel so proud of people for standing up and saying, like, this is bullshit and we're fucking sick of it. But then it also feels sad because then you watch them move things forward, like giving teachers guns. And like, it's just...
Here's what I think is bullshit. How you gonna give me a gun that I'm probably gonna have to pawn to buy supplies for my class because you don't pay me enough in the first place to have all the stuff I need?
And don't supply teachers with the bare necessities. Not only do they not make enough money to buy it themselves, the school doesn't buy it for them. There's no funding for anything, but all of a sudden there's fucking funding to arm people who are teachers. That's not their fucking job. And to like armor the schools. Are you kidding me right now? Like, half the bathrooms are out of order and that's okay. The people have books that are fucking 10 years out of date and that's okay. Like, that's not a priority. But all of a sudden you're going to armor a school so that it can't be shot through. Here's an idea. Why don't you get rid of the thing that can shoot through schools? It is mind-boggling and infuriating and deflating and...
Well, here in Georgia, you can be 18 and get an AR-15.
Yeah, that's true here.
Of course, because we're in the lovely red states.
It's
good old Bible Belt.
Dude, like, I seriously,
But how
like,
can you get an AR-15 before you can get a pistol? That makes no sense, though.
or before you can buy a beer.
Well, you know you can kill in a war before you can buy a beer.
It's all the most arbitrary bullshit I've ever, like, it makes my brain feel like it's going to leak out of my ear. And, like, on Monday, watching these men, I mean, there were 2 women there, I think, mostly men, though. I don't even know how many citizens stood up and spoke before them with their firsthand account and truth, and then to watch them just be like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I just don't care. So we're just going to go ahead. I know, I heard you say the only thing you want me to do is not arm teachers. I'm just going to go ahead and arm teachers. Like, and I know that I am optimistic to a point where I have been accused of being delusional. I recognize that in myself. But there's just this, like, base level of just humanity where when you watch people open themselves up in such a vulnerable way to share their truth with you and to just disregard it, like, that's not optimism or pessimism. That's not like Republican or Democrat. That's just like, you're a garbage person. Like, it was just like, I watched grown men cry, and then another man who sits across from that man every single day. They have the same job. They are peers, and I watched him just disregard this man's feelings, and, like, not to mention the will of the people that they are elected to serve. It's just makes my brain hurt and my soul.
No. I told you. What I told you last time.
I told you.
What I told you last time. All the old people must die. And you didn't listen. Was that man old? Was he old?
They weren't as old as they should have been to be having the opinions that
but
they
I
have.
bet you he got the opinions that he has from an old person, or an old person is signing his paycheck. Or his his secondary paycheck. Because we signed the first one, you know what I'm saying? But
oh, I did. He's in the
Mm-hmm. He's in somebody's pocket.
NRA. NRA.
Well, that's the thing, is like, everybody who is anybody is like, well, publicly, you know how they do. Publicly, I'm not gonna, everybody's losing their NRA, like, privileges, like on airlines and in stores and this, that, and the other, publicly. But, still is always that underhanded, backhanded, backdoor alley,
Yeah.
So, I don't trust it.
Yeah. And it has to be sustained. It doesn't do any good if you
No.
are talk a big game, 1, 2, 3 weeks after a tragedy. It has to be sustained, and it has to be far-reaching. It can't just be.
I give it like another 3 weeks before they're like not talking about it anymore.
I kind of had already expected that would happen. So yeah. I'm impressed that it hasn't yet. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, also the rally was cold and rainy. As I walked up there, right as I got there, it started pouring down rain, and the wind was, 15 miles an hour. Like, my umbrella flew up backwards. I felt like I was going to fly away, Mary Poppins style. And it was amazing. Like, there were still so many people. I mean, they're estimating 1,300 people, and 1,000 of them came from other cities. Like, officially were like, they all bussed here together. Miami, Orlando, Tampa. So like, that's what's such a juxtaposition for my brain and my soul. It's like, that's really touching and moving and inspiring. And there were, community activists and moms and dads and like community leaders and things like that speaking. And that's amazing. And it feels like momentum, and it feels good, and it feels inclusive. And You know, they are talking about, you know, why now? You know, so why did we not care when, you know, black and brown kids are dying? Why do we not care when rooms full of LGBTQ community is dying? Why do we not care that, you know, trans women of color die? Like so they're having these conversations, which is important and amazing and awesome. And it feels like momentum in the right direction. But then also, and that's, I guess that's the thing too, is like, it feels so strong in that moment. And then you're like, oh, blah, blah, you know?
Well, yeah, because it's, you know, you forget about like all the other people who have been trying to get this ball going for, I don't know how long, for gun reform or police reform, for, you know,
right.
when it happened at, you know, Pulse, or when all the Black Lives Matter, like hella celebrities are donating money now. Like the god of all blackness, Oprah, is donating money.
Right. Monday
like,
was,
you know,
the anniversary of Trayvon Martin's shooting.
in Florida.
Right. With an armed civilian claiming the stand your ground law. I mean, it's literally
good old George Zimmerman, who's around here celebrity boxing and selling his gun on auctions. And I wish just another person that I hope somebody's sniper already. Like, people are killing the wrong people. If you're gonna kill people, go for the people.
Whatever you believe in the afterlife, there's a special place somewhere for those people, and it is hot. Yeah, I know. And I think that's the hardest thing, is like,
why can't you turn your crazy on crazy? That's all I ask. Don't go to the school killing the innocent kids. Go hunt down another crazy person.
my friend said we should just take them all, put them on Trash Island, and let them figure it out for themselves. You want all the guns, you can go live on the floating trash island that your dismantling of the EPA helped create, and you can take all the guns with you, and y'all can go live in your trashy gun heaven.
Oh, Dylan, you don't sound this hopeful this week.
I know. I don't even feel like myself, y'all. I don't feel like myself. It's okay. I'll feel better tomorrow. I'm going to write a song. I'm going to feel better.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It was frustrating and disappointing. What person has the ability, emotional or logistical ability, to go to their state capital every single day? Like, you're
Nobody.
Like, right,
First of all,
and not
no
the
one
people,
has the
not the
time
people
for it.
mainly impacted by gun
No.
violence.
No, because you gotta go work.
Because you got to go to work. Right, correct.
Pretty much.
Because you're holding a rally on a Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Good thing I don't have a job, so I can attend. But if I'm a kid, I'm in school, because that's required.
Yep.
And if I'm most grown-ups, then I'm at my job.
My job.
I'm at my job. One of my two jobs.
I really don't see me calling out of work and be like, you know what?
Well, and you know what? Like, if you're able to and you want to, that's a pretty amazing privilege, because most people can't just not go to work.
Not anymore.
Right. Which is like, it's
well,
all
I mean,
part of like the most fucked up, frustrating, cyclical system of shit.
Well, I also hate to fucking say it like that. Like, not anymore, we're not doing that, we're going to work. Whereas back in the day, my ancestors were like, well, we're going to just take some time and just go for it. And I'm like, damn, we're some fucked up people now. We're like, well, I still got to go to work.
Yeah.
Because it's just, my bills.
But I mean, so I was actually talking to someone about this yesterday. Every cost associated with being alive has increased exponentially, and the amount of money that we make in order to afford those things has not. So I'm not saying, gosh, it sure would have been easier to change the world in the 60s. I'm just saying you could afford to support yourself in a much better way than most people are able to support themselves now. Like, most people could support themselves with one job up until not that long ago.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know, the minimum wage when I started working, I think was like, I don't know, $4.75.
I don't remember what it was. Well, I think it was like, it had to be like 5 something when I started working.
So, you know, it's gone up $3 in 25 years. The cost of living has not gone up $3 in 25 years.
Yeah, no.
Right. So.
Not at all. Not at all. Did you have one of those books when you were in high school? Well, I forgot, you were fucking homeschooled.
I might have had the book. What was it? We had books at the homeschool.
Well, you wouldn't have had this book because it's part of your graduation package, okay?
Oh, yeah.
When you graduate from the regular school and they give you like this book and you write all your senior memories and you write down all like the prices of stuff that was around when you were in high school.
Like a little time capsule.
Yeah, like your mini time capsule or whatever. And I was writing down like the price of stuff, and you can tell like what era I am in because I'm writing down stuff like, yeah, junior bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's. Or like gas down the street was like $1.89.
Yeah.
Or like stuff like that. And it's just imagine like back then. Like when people are like, yeah, I bought that for a quarter. And I'm like, a quarter? What the fuck you buying for a quarter? You can't even buy a pack of gum that says a quarter on it for a quarter anymore.
In fact, they put them in packs of 4 now. It's just going to cost you $1.07.
I saw like this weirdest thing the other day. It's like somebody was ringing up like a can of Arizona or something. And it says, you know, all the Arizona cans say 99 cents on it. Mm-hmm. But it was like, boop, that'd be $1.46. And he's like, it say 99 cents on the can. The price is on the can. Well, it's $1.46 here. I don't know. Because nothing matters anymore.
It's fucking on the can.
It's on the can.
It's printed on the can. Yeah, I don't know about that, but if you want it or not, $1.50.
It's the dollar. What you gonna do? My prices, my prices. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. You taking the Arizona with you or not? Give me $1. Good Lord.
We got that galaxy love, galaxy love, galaxy love. Shooting past the stars now. Don't know where we are now. Trying to find us.
But then it's like, you know, it. See, here I go. I'm about to be optimistic. Ready?
Oh, motherfucker. As soon as I thought it, I'm like, yeah. Broke her down, broke her wheel. Whoop, whoop. No. Here you come.
Because then, in turn, though, you do have amazing things happening. You have people showing up and speaking out, and you have, you know, you have the flip side. You have, like, and yes, again, it still has to be sustained. It has to be long-term, and it's not enough just to have, you know, one movie break every box office record. But, like, on the flip side of, exactly, on the flip side of this really, like, deflating, frustrating, sad week, also Black Panther, which continues to be amazing.
You finally fucking
I went
saw
to
it?
Wakanda on Sunday.
Oh, my Jesus. Now we can talk about some stuff.
It was
You ready?
beautiful. I'm ready. It was beautiful. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Thoughts?
Oh, my God. I would like...
Beautiful, right?
I want it visually. It was beautiful.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
Everything about it was beautiful. Conceptually beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really liked it. I also,
the princess?
and I don't know. I don't read comic books.
Yeah, I don't read comic books
so I
either.
don't know the
So I don't know the
storyline.
background.
But I'm really hoping
looked up
that
on
the
it.
sister gets her own movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
well, I did read up on certain things about the comic book, and this is what I do.
okay, tell me.
At certain points when King T'Challa goes away, she does get to be Black Panther.
Yes.
In the comic book series.
That's awesome.
So I do know that much. I don't know how they're gonna do it for her or how they're gonna spin it off for her.
Yeah.
I'm also hoping that she's kind of a lesbian. That's my inner hope, but you know, that's not in the comic book. That's just me hoping.
That's in your fan fiction.
That's just I know I wrote up in my mind like she got a cute banging girlfriend. No, I just made up in my mind. So she does in the comic book get to be Black Panther. So I do
really
hope
cool.
they show that in the movie. However, Lupita's character does become a villain in the comic book, so that is a thing. Yes, because T'Challa basically doesn't want to get with her in the comic books, and she becomes a villain in the comic book. So I did read up on that. So, because that's where he gets with Storm, because Storm is his wife.
I did not know.
Again, in the comic books. So that's where
So there's
Storm
an
is
X-Men
possibly
Black Panther combination. Oh.
So it
I would
may
watch
be
that,
there's
'cause the
going to be
X-Men
a
is my other
Storm
favorite comic
and the
book
Black
movie.
Panthers. Yeah, but you know, the X-Men comic books are owned by another, I think Warner Brothers or something like that. So they're not even.
They're not Marvel?
Well, yeah, they're movies. They're all Marvel, but their movies are owned by.
the movies.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so there's no way to figure out how they're going to interject that into the Black Panther movies. But hopefully they figure some shit out because it would be fan-fucking-tastic.
That would be so exciting.
But I love all things Black
I thought it
Panther.
was great. I loved everything about it. The soundtrack's fucking amazing. I was already listening to it for like weeks before I saw the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the character's name? Shuri?
Shuri, yeah. Letitia Wright. I think it's something like that.
She is lightly gay, yeah?
I don't know. This is like my second time seeing her in anything, so I don't really know too much about her background because she's a British actress. So when they first put their toe over here on this side of the pond, as they say, I don't really know too much about her yet.
Yeah,
I did see her in the Black Mirrors on Netflix. Like she played in the one about the. I think it was like the very last episode of this current season of the Black Mirrors, where.
But I am watching it. Are you proud of me?
I'm very proud of you. You
talked about a show that I'm watching.
No, a lot of people don't watch it because it's like so close to what might possibly happen, so they get a little freaked out about it.
Yeah.
Kind of like why my brother doesn't watch any of the Final Destination movies.
Yeah.
Because it's too close to and that's also why I still do not drive behind a log truck.
Oh, 100% not since I saw that movie. Have I? Nope.
It took me forever to get on a goddamn roller coaster because of that
Yep.
damn movie. I was like, the devil.
The costuming was great. The
Costuming was great.
acting was phenomenal.
Choreography was awesome.
It was,
Love it.
yeah.
It's just-
Can we talk about the white guy?
Which one? There's two.
Not the bad white guy, the good white guy.
Okay.
Why? That could have also been played by an actor of color. Was my thought.
True.
Like, how about you just make the bad guy white, like white people do?
I think it was them
their
trying
movies.
to add in, because Siri had a good couple punchlines off of him, including one of my favorite is "Don't scare me like that, colonizer."
Oh, that's true.
So
That's true.
It was a moment to just pull out Siri's character. I think was why he was there, or the other line of "You've brought me another broken white boy to fix." So these are two
That's
things
true.
that I
Okay.
think were for. He was just there for Siri's
Excellent.
entertainment.
You're right. I loved it when she said colonizer.
He also tied in other Marvel movies. 'Cause he's
Oh, and I forgot. We don't really know the comic books like that. But he also tied into other I did watch Civil War Adventures because that's why I was saw Black Panther for the first time. But he's in all those movies as well, so he's going to bring him into that. That's why his pale face was there, and then they had to had a pale face villain.
Yeah.
So that was just
All right, I'm all right then.
Okay. See, and did you sit and see the bonus scenes?
Girl, you know I did not leave a Marvel movie until the lights
Okay.
came back up.
Okay,
Even
good.
I know that.
Okay, because a lot of people's like, "What
Half the
bonus scenes?" I'm
theater
like,
left.
"The bonus
I was like,
scene!"
have y'all never been to a Marvel movie?
I know.
There's so
When
many
I
things
went
that
to
are
see it,
going to happen.
I saw people getting up. I was like, "Y'all don't know," but you don't want to be like, "Stop!"
I did kind of want to be like, don't leave.
Good
Everyone
things
sit
are gonna
back
happen.
down. Yeah. Yeah, we waited. Saw both of the.
Yeah, and that was another dumb moment where you see black people trying to give you some shit, and there's one white person stand up. He's like, "What do you have to offer us, you third world country? Let me tell you something, sucker. A lot over here.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I just saved all y'all. You don't even know.
Just,
you know what I'm saying? You could have just died like 47 seconds ago. Killmonger could have killed all y'all, son. Although, now as a black American, you know why I kind of agree with Killmonger a little bit. Die! Yeah. Whitey! No.
Also, I really liked, the story was so good. Mm-hmm. The story was so good. The character development, and you could really, empathize. Obviously, he is the, quote unquote, the bad guy.
Villain. But you understand
but you, get
why.
where he's coming from.
It's like, oh, okay. Right. It's kind of like when I saw. Okay, this puts me back to another comic booky movie, but Batman, where Mr. Freeze became Mr. Freeze because his wife had died.
Oh, you're going way back.
Save her, yeah.
Is that Arnold?
Yes. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze. Arnold. He had froze her to try to save her. And he just, you know what I'm saying? Oh.
I don't remember that aspect.
Yeah, and that's why Batman didn't put him in jail. He put him in the science lab so he can help continue to develop his studying. Oh. Because Batman was like, oh.
Yeah.
See?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know stuff. I know some stuff.
I know.
I be knowing stuff. Because I never really was into comic books, because I was a girl. And
no, that's a sexist thing to say.
I know. But my mama wasn't buying them. So how was I going to get them?
You have a chore. I think that's how kids get comic books. They have chores. They collect.
Okay. Let me tell you something about black kids. We don't get allowances. We get to live.
I didn't get an allowance either. I was like,
it's pretty much.
My friends get
your
money
allowance.
when they
Your
do
allowance
chores,
is I allow you to live here. You
Yeah.
allowed to have these lights. You allowed to have this cable. You allowed to have them clothes on your back. You allowed to be alive. You allowed that. That is your allowance, and that's pretty much why I never bought comic books because I was broke.
You get money for your birthday or Christmas. I don't know. I don't know where kids get money.
Yeah. Did I tell you about when my mom? Oh, I didn't tell
old
you.
enough that recycling wasn't a thing that people did at their homes, and so we could collect cans and exchange them for cash.
Oh yeah, that was far.
Yeah,
I wasn't going that far. That was that was far away from where I was.
Logistically, physically.
Yeah,
far
logistically,
from you?
yeah.
My dad had to go to the dump every week, anyways.
Oh, it's another one of those homeschool things.
We didn't have trash pickup? I don't even know. I guess because of where we lived. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I grew up in apartments. We had a dumpster.
No, we had to take our trash to the dump every week. Oh. And then we would take our bags full of cans that we'd collect in our wagon. I would buy Garbage Pail Kids and surfboard wax with it. Thrills of growing up in Florida.
Oh, sounds so much fun. No, I was in the inner city of Alabama, and we had a dumpster, and you just took it there. And also, it was one of the things where I was always wondering, maybe that's why the white people kept coming to our neighborhood to dump their trash, because they had to go to the dump like that. Because I was always wondering, why are these white people bringing their trash to the hood?
They didn't have dumpsters in white neighborhoods? I don't understand.
Well, I guess maybe their trash pickup wasn't regularly, or it had more trash than what, you know how you don't have trash. I don't know how trash pickup works because, I don't really know.
Mine happens on Monday mornings.
But maybe they had too much trash for their home.
Maybe.
So they brought it to the hood.
They should have been recycling.
It's Alabama, sucker. You think they're recycling?
You want to fill me in on celebrity gossip? Who did what?
Of course. Who did what? My daily take on things that are ridiculous, awesome, and awful all at the same time. Well, who did what? Have you been keeping up with this whole Netflix deal scandal thing with Monique?
No.
Okay, no, you don't know nothing about it. Okay, let's start with the basics. Do you know who Monique is?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the show called The Breakfast Club?
No.
Not the movie. Okay, because I have to clarify for that.
Yeah.
For you. Anywho, there's this like morning drive time show. It's also on Revolt TV. They also have the podcast called The Breakfast Club.
Okay.
And it stars this guy, Charlamagne Tha God, and Angela Yee, and
Oh, yeah. I do know what that is.
okay,
Yep.
look at you. Okay,
Uh-huh.
proud of you. Okay,
I've seen clips from other guests.
yes.
Yeah.
So this past week or so, they had the actress Monique on there. And first, let me give you the basis of why Monique was on there and why she's in the news and everything, since you don't know anything about that. Okay, Monique, a while, maybe about 2-3 months ago, called for everybody to have a boycott of Netflix.
Okay.
And she wanted everybody to boycott Netflix because of gender bias and race bias. Mm-hmm. Because they only offer her $50,000 to do, not $50,000, $500,000 to do a comedy special. And she felt like her resume and who she was worth way more than that. Which I do not disagree with. She was worth way more than $500,000. However, to boycott Netflix for those two reasons made no sense to a lot of people because Netflix has been putting in a lot of work and a lot of money for both women and of color and women, period. You know, her issue was that they gave Amy Schumer, I think, $13 million for her comedy special.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
And they gave Dave Chappelle $20 million, and
Wow.
they gave Chris Rock maybe close to $20 million. I'm not sure if they gave him that much, but they might have gave him the same amount because they both, they're legends basically.
Right.
And her argument was, well, if I'm a legend, why am I not getting legend money? And you gave Amy Schumer, who's not as much of a legend as I am, supposedly, this much money. Which all the argument makes sense, but the reasoning for her wanting everyone to boycott Netflix made no sense because they just offered Shonda Rhimes hella money to film hella shows. They gave Ava DuVernay hella money to put stuff on Netflix. So your two reasonings, these two women of color, is like, you just, your reasoning is not right. And then also what came at it a little cocky, like saying I'm the most decorated comedian of all time. And everybody's like, what? Like real big, like everybody was like, what? And that was like one of my favorite things is because Black Twitter is ruthless. You hear me? And when we agree on something as a unit, it's bad. And they gave her all sorts of business. They threw they show clips of her, the clip is awesome, by the way, because you got to look up a clip of her asking for the boycott, because she begins with this, "Hello, my loves." And everybody's like, what the? And she's like, and she gives the reason why, I want the Netflix boycott or whatever. And then she goes into, "I love us for real." And everybody's like, so there's been hella parodies of this, they're killing her on that alone.
Yeah.
And then they've edited the video of her asking for the boycott, and they have interjected other Black comedians into it, or other comedians period into it. So they have Amy Schumer in it, or looking at her, and they have Chris Rock looking at her most decorated comedian, or Whoopi what? And everybody's like, rup, rup, and it's awful. Yeah, pretty much. It's really, Sway? And also, my issue with the whole boycott is not that, again, it's the whole gender bias, whatever. Because, again, Netflix is giving all these people money, great deal of money. They just didn't give you the money that you were worth, and I'm sorry for that. But that's kind of how business works, is that I'm going to give you what I want to give you, and then we'll figure out how this works. And then sometimes, we'll come to an agreement. Sometimes we don't, whatever. But my thing is that your accolades, your awards, were not for comedic performances.
Ooh.
all of the
that's a damn
accolades
fine
she
point.
got for all the awards she's talking about were for Precious, which was a very big dramatic performance for her, but it was not for comedy. Whereas Whoopi Goldberg has gotten all of her accolades for comedy album, comedy and even in
Purple.
even Color Purple, but even in Ghost when she got
right.
that Oscar for that, it
She
was
was
because she was funny as hell.
Hilarious. I wrote the wrong name.
Girl, he tried to kill you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know those girls. Like, that was
She's
funny.
at the bank and she's like, "Can I have a new form? I wrote the wrong name." That will never not crack me up. Like, can you imagine? You're like, "You wrote the wrong name." Like,
Like, what?
who doesn't know their name?
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, she's
So-
great in that movie.
So,
But that's a damn fine point.
that is why everybody's like, what are you talking about?
She
you
was
crazy
really
lady.
good in Precious.
Now, don't get me wrong. Queens of Comedy was freaking hilarious. That whole tour
Yeah,
was
yeah,
hilarious. I saw the performance. It was great. And she was right. They did break records. However, you didn't, I mean, that wasn't what you got your awards for. Your awards were for dramatic performances. So, Charlemagne of the Breakfast Club, they have this particular part of their show called Donkey of the Day, where he gives basically someone an award for being a butt wipe, just being too
Did
much,
you say
being a
donkey
jackass.
of the day?
Donkey Day, yeah, Donkey of the Day, like ass
Okay,
of the day.
like a
basically.
jackass. Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah. So he gave it to her for saying, you know, for the exact reasons I said, like, hey, you know, are you really,
Yeah,
you know?
right.
And also his point was that, you know, the world of entertainment is what have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? Amy Schumer is selling out this. Chris Rock is selling out this. Dave Chappelle is selling out this. What are you doing? Like, and he's right in a sense because her tickets are discounted on Groupon.
Oh, that's
Her, I know, her shows are being canceled.
sad. Oh,
Like her thing, she signed up to be a part of a play here in Atlanta, the Barbershop. Like, they wouldn't even give them the official titling to be the Barbershop, like the movie Barbershop. They had to be like some type of like something Barbershop else, like something else. And then basically they canceled the performance here in Atlanta, and she lives here.
oh, damn.
So it's like, why are we gonna give you this much money when I can offer you and see if you take it?
Right. Well, because I mean,
Like-
right. So like, her job is to, you know, intervene on her own behalf, but also
Yeah.
their job is to get what they can get for the least amount of money.
Exactly. So me boycotting Netflix, like everybody was like, that really wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So basically, she went on the show because he gave her the Donkey of the Day previously a while back, and it was hilarious. So she went on the show to basically give all her facts of why she should have gotten more money. And she, again, I do not disagree.
Oh, damn.
She should have gotten more money. But the confrontation between the two of them was absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious because she preferred to call him by his government name. So the entire interview is like she would say something to him and she'd be like, Leonard. Leonard. But also into it, her husband has called into the show so he can be a part of the conversation. So you'll hear her go, Leonard, what you say, daddy? Leonard, yeah, daddy. Leonard, what you bring the facts again, daddy. So it's like, Leonard, daddy, Leonard, daddy, Leonard, daddy. Like it's like a mixtape. Look, daddy, look, daddy. Like it's like hilarious.
Oh my God.
But what also makes this so much more hilarious is that she's been making the rounds, like to all the media circuits, like who's on The View,
Yeah.
up against Whoopi,
Yeah.
and Whoopi's like, come on, son, chill out,
Yeah.
chill out. Most decorated, like I got an Oscar.
She's
I'm an
EGOT-ed.
EGOT. Yes, I'm an
Exactly.
EGOT winner. Wait, where's yours? I got a Grammy for my comedy, son. Where's your Grammy? So
Yeah.
but Whoopi tried to talk to her. They said after the show, give her a little pep talk, and it did not go well either. So basically, good luck, Monique, because ain't nobody boycotting anything anytime soon. Because I like to binge watch Orange is the New Black, and it's coming out this summer.
And Jessica Jones, which I'm really excited about. Jessica Jones comes out next month, March 8th, I think.
I did not watch Jessica Jones.
Oh, you would really enjoy it, I think.
I watched like the first episode of Jessica Jones, and then when Luke Cage came out, everybody's like, you should watch Jessica Jones because it's related. And I'm like, I'm just going to watch all of Luke Cage.
It's also very good. But
all right.
Both things are true.
Isn't there another show with all four of them on it? On the Netflix too? I think it's like Defenders or something like that.
Maybe.
But with Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Arrow, and what's the blind one? I don't know.
Daredevil.
Don't fucking listen to me.
I think you're crossing companies.
I might
like
be.
when I went to see, I don't even know. Let's say the Avengers. I don't know. Because somebody was like, you want to go see this comic book movie? And I said, okay, but I literally know nothing. But for some reason in my brain, Wolverine was going to be in it. And so my sister was like, how'd you like it? And I was like, it was good, but I waited the whole time for Wolverine. He's not in that movie. And she was like, right. Wrong dynasty. Like, what is wrong? Apparently that's very basic knowledge. And so I lack it.
Well, see, this is the fucked up part about it, because we might be right. You know what I'm saying? Because in the comic book world, all these people have probably just met and had like comic book babies, and we don't know it
only
because
so many Gothams.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, how many places can all this craziness take place? You know what I'm saying?
There's only so many evil genii.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, how many people have an ice bomb? Like, who's making that?
You should watch Jessica Jones.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
She's a badass. And there's a lot of really smart social commentary.
I gotta start going to the gym. I need to stop watching stuff. People keep giving me stuff on Netflix. Give me something to watch at the gym. Who watches TV at the gym?
You could.
You's a lie.
You know how you have like a get pumped up mix? Jessica Jones is a get pumped up mix show. You're like, I'm training to kick ass. That's all.
No, I want the classic pump up jams like on those infomercials.
Now that's what I call music, volume 70. Oh, I know those.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That's why they put the choir
Jock
singing DJ on there. Yeah, jock jams. Everybody get up. Space Jam. Judgment, I need not. I see it in your face.
There's a smidgen of judgment.
But also in my hilariousness of stalking, guess who decided to bring his actual family on the Family Feud instead of hanging out with the Kardashians every goddamn day? Oh, you don't know. Kanye West, I'm stop asking you questions like you know in between stuff. Because it'd be like the most longest pause ever. Like, people?
What are my options? Rob Kardashian.
I'm glad you learned that last week. You know they have a brother. Yes.
Yep.
No, it was Kardashian against West on the Family Feud. Yeah. So, but it was like 2-3 of the actual Kardashians on the Kardashian side, and then Kim and Kanye with his actual like aunt and 2 cousins.
Okay.
And they decided to be on. It hasn't aired yet, but
which
I'm
side
dying
was
to see
Kim
it.
on?
Kim is a West now. Okay. You got to remember Kim Kardashian West. People always forget the West. She's a West now.
Wow. Sold out her fam.
She's repping her set.
Let me just say,
I stopped
though,
them enough. She makes soul food now. You know, she's a West.
Generally, when something comes out of his face, it's humorous. It could be entertaining. What's
West?
Yeah, Kanye's a little cuckoo town, don't you think?
Oh, I love Kanye's brand of crazy.
I would like to watch him try to guess the most
I have been enjoying his brand of
crazy
crazy
to questions
for a while now.
Top 5 on the board. I don't think he's going to guess a single one. Like, imagine they're like, most top 5 boy names,
Oh, this is true.
and he's like,
Saintus.
"What is Northeast?" Like, what is Blueberry Bush? It's like,
I know celebrities baby names are getting crazy because my girlfriend just told me one of the twins, I think it's Tia's having a baby, and her baby name is
twins from what?
Sister, fuck you old. Okay, there was this show when I was growing up called Sister Sister.
Oh, I heard of it. Kids that I babysat watched it.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is our favorite game to play. I was a grown-up, so I didn't watch that particular program.
Well, I grew up watching Sister and Sister, Go Home, Roger, the whole spiel. Anywho, there was these twins on the show.
Okay. Hence
Real life
the
twins.
title.
Yeah, real life twins. None of this Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap twin shit.
Right.
They were real twins. Anyway, the premise of the show is they were twins. Their mother had them. They were given up for adoption. One person took one baby and one person took another baby. And then they met in their teenage lives.
Oh.
And it was like, oh, you
Hilarity
look like
ensues.
me. And yeah, and I don't want to leave you. So they basically, her mom moved in with her dad, and then they became a family. Anyway.
Oh,
That show's
like a
Sister
little
Sister.
Brady
Anywho.
Bunch type. Little Parenthood, Parent Trap, a little bit Brady Bunch, a little bit rock and roll. I got you.
I forgot about how the Brady Bunch started. I forgot they didn't really have all those kids. For some reason, I thought they had
didn't
all
have
those
any
kids.
together.
Yeah.
Genetically.
I thought,
I mean, they were a beautiful family. Don't get me
they
wrong.
were. And I know the song. There was this guy. And you think about it, but you're like, damn, they was fucking. But no, they wasn't. Really, was it?
Right.
Yeah. True. Anyway.
All right. So
one of the twins from the actual show is naming her baby. It came from the clouds.
That's the name?
Yes.
Or she chose a name that came to her from the clouds?
No.
No.
This is legitimately, my girlfriend said her and her husband were looking at the clouds and they saw something coming from the clouds and it was like, that'd be a good name.
It came
from the clouds.
As someone whose name is Dylan, how hard it is to find my name on a keychain or a bike license plate or a little wooden penknife at the National Forest.
Dude, I'm Destinee with
You are
2 E's.
never finding it came from the clouds. You need to go ahead and just get yourself a subscription to a fucking Things Remembered. I don't even know. You're never getting your name on anything.
I'm just Destinee. My mama changed the spelling, okay? I see Destinee with a Y everywhere which way.
Yeah.
And I just got 2 E's. I'm like, mama.
Right.
But
can you imagine? It came from the clouds.
Came from the clouds.
And is that is it hyphenated? I mean, it's 4 words. It's 4 words.
When she said it to me, I kept asking, like it was like who's on first moment.
And then
like
what's
I kept
the last
asking,
name? Smith. It came from the clouds. Smith.
What is her? It's not. I think it's like Hardish or Hardick.
Yeah.
Her husband's name is Corey Hardick. So it's gonna be. It came from the cloud.
Hilarious.
Hardick. But when she kept saying it to me, and I was like, "You got to be bullshitting," because
Show it
was
to
like
me.
it was like a real who's on first moment. I was like, What's the name? Like she's like, it got it from the clouds. Like it came from the clouds. And I'm like, but what came from the clouds? Like, what is the name? Like, was it a bird? Like, it was a plane? Like, it came from the clouds? Like, what is it?
The kid Rain. What is it?
What is it? Rain came from the. No, it came. No, it's not. You're lying. I said I'm still not gonna believe it.
Is that a boy's name or a girl's name?
It's a girl. I'm still not gonna believe
Clearly,
it
that's a girl's
until I see the baby on her Instagram and she's like, it came from the clouds. Like, until I see that, I don't believe it. Because I'm like, I like the twins so much growing up. There's no fucking way you're out here. You're not going to Jessica Simpson it to me, okay? You know, just not Jessica Simpson. It was Ashley Simpson. Name her child Mowgli, like from the Jungle Book. So I'm like, you're not going to do that to me. Okay? You're not going to name your child. It came from the fucking clouds. You're going to give it a regular name. Okay? Like Kennedy. Or, you know, Joe. Josephine. Benjamin. Like something. Like, you know.
It's a mouthful.
Like I would... Like... I would even go with blue. Like, you can go with a color. Like, at this point, like banana. Like, go like Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow it, like apple. Like, you know, like do something like that. But don't give me it came from no goddamn clouds. Because I just feel like, are you trying to cheat your way into heaven with that? Like, you take it back. It came from here. Like, what are you doing? I don't get it, but I don't make enough money to name my children these names. Like, my children send me names. Like, I make money where my children are gonna have older names, like Dolores, or Beverly.
Did you say Beverly?
Beverly. You gotta have mad money to come up with names like that. See, I don't
Harvey.
Gwyneth. Like I make biblical name money, like Jedediah. Like I gotta have a name that ain't got no trademark on it already. Like, you know, we don't make enough money to name my children Blue Ivory because you gotta pay Beyonce if you name your child something like that.
You need a public records name.
Like Skip to Malou, like yeah.
This is my daughter, bicycle built for two. Oh wait, no, you wouldn't want to name your daughter that. Never mind. I take it back.
So that's where I am as far as children's names. Cause think about it, Chicago Saint.
No, did someone name their kid that?
Yeah.
Oh. Who? I'm out. I just don't.
The West is this. I named all the children West names. There's North, there's Saint, and there's Chicago. Stop looking at me like that. God damn it. Those are names.
I don't have anything to say to that. Like, until that you took my breath away with it.
Well, the newest, although they're not a Kardashian.
Wait,
again,
it's North and what?
North is the oldest one. There's Saint, who's the boy.
Saint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saint West.
Okay. And Chicago.
Chicago West. I told you, we ain't in that tax bracket. Was
Chicago West a TV show?
Was it?
What about like firefighters or something? Like in my brain it is.
That's Chicago Fire, dog.
No, it's Chicago, and then I swear it's a direction.
I'm gonna have to Google it.
Maybe not. It sounds like a TV show. About first responders.
It does,
Chicago West.
Chicago Fire.
It's only Chicago Fire home place.
All right.
You just like the name Chicago.
All right.
Chicago Hope was the old like hell.
Was that about hospital?
Yeah.
That might be what I was thinking about. Chicago Hope. Yeah. Like that could be a name.
I mean, that might be her middle name. Well, no.
Crossing my fingers. That's her middle
Chicago
name.
Hope West. It might be. It sounds. It rolls off the tongue very well.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, man. We're not in that tax bracket. One day we'll get rich enough to name our children something like Candy. But right now, we're at Beverly. Stay where you are. Speaking of hilariousness, and I forgot, and I didn't know if I It's fucking hilarious because we were talking at family dinner this week about waxing. Because my brother has he has butt hair issues, and we were trying to get him to go see something about
Manscaped.
Getting it Manscaped, and my mother was hilarious. Because she literally ran to her bathroom and grabbed her nair. It's like, put this on your butt for 3 minutes. And I'm like, Ma, like, Glenn is not going to sit there with his butt in the air for 3 whole minutes and then wipe it off. You just put it on there and wipe. You just put it on there. That's all she kept saying is holding there. Just put it on there and you wipe. Oh, it's just awesome. It's just thinking about it just now. I don't know what made me think about it, but it was just like... It was like my family. It was like one of those moments where I was thinking, like,
just put it on your butt.
Don't believe me unless they see this, and no one can see this but me. But my mom is literally holding the air, and we're all just sitting there, like literally me, my brother, my other brother, sitting there having a family conversation about my brother's ass and how much hair he has in it and what should he do about it. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, is this everyone else's family? Or is it just mine? Because I didn't see the Huxtables around the table talking about
like
Theo's
Theo.
ass hair length.
Some nair.
And using nair and how he manscaped and if you should get in there and nip it with some scissors.
Ooh, careful.
Or get a little... sometimes you just gotta go choop choop. If he think about it, if you squat down, hold your nuts,
Reach
and go,
around, scissor your own butthole.
well, he doesn't have to reach around. You just grab from front and go, just like, but you got to squat deep down, like it's like drop down.
There's no way I am scissoring my own butthole. What if you snipped yourself?
I mean, that's the same with a razor. What if you nip yourself there? It's like, what?
Scissors feel more dangerous.
Hey, man.
I'm just saying, like,
It was either that or he get that little...
you could do that. Get like an ear hair trimmer.
His concern was because...
orifice. Just go from your ear hole to your butthole.
His concern was that it's because he one time manscaped his stomach to get that trail gone or whatever, and it grew outward. Like he has. You know,
he just has like belly hair.
He has belly hair around, like it's like a giant circle.
It was like, I'll see your shave and I'll raise you.
Basically, so he's sad. He's concerned that if he does that to his, his butt, he's gonna have a booty fro. No one wants a booty fro. Think about it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Exactly. But we talked about laser hairing as well.
That's
another
permanent.
option.
That's a permanent.
Yeah. Yeah. But his also concern was of the positioning of how he would be. Mm-hmm. Because he doesn't want to be on all fours and somebody just, as my mama explained to him, you're usually on your back and your knees are to your chest.
Yeah.
But he didn't really want to hear any more past that. Yeah. So that's as far as the conversation had got.
You were like, tell me about it. Stirrups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
You're like,
Man,
do you
my
not
first
want
one of
a
those
stranger
were like,
all up in your business? Huh? Yeah.
And as a lesbian, like a gold star lesbian, like no dude ever. That is.
Your gynecologist, a man or a woman?
It's a woman.
Yeah.
I picked a lesbian woman for general purposes, but it's just like, man, it's still traumatic. I'm like, can we talk?
Oh no,
like,
I don't.
Can we get
Can we get interaction?
No, I need, like, it's just so weird. Like, you're down there, you're opening stuff too far up, in my personal opinion. That is nothing. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah. Okay. And it's just weird. Can we get a little? Can I watch a movie? Like
like
my
a
dentist
distraction.
lets me watch a movie.
Yeah, like when you go to the dentist.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he lets me watch movies. He got the Netflix, and he lets us watch specials at my dentist. Shout out to my dentist.
You're like, here's what I need. I need
I need something lower lights. Like I don't want to. Like, set the mood or something. Like, it's just, I don't like it. I don't like nothing about it. And I only got to go through it every 3 years, but still, I still don't like nothing about it.
Yeah.
I feel like, again, this is another thing that a man invented of how to do, but I feel like we need to figure out
many years ago, literally the first time that I went to gynecologist, I was like sweating on the inside. I was so anxious and nervous, and everyone was like, well, you know, it's like they do it all day long. It's not like yours is the first vagina they've seen. I was like, yes. Also, this anxiety is not for them. I'm not concerned about their discomfort.
I don't give a fuck about what they think about my
vagina.
vagina.
About? I don't care if they've seen 1,000 vaginas. This is the first doctor my vagina has seen. So, like, that's what I'm anxious about.
Exactly.
So, like, go.
I don't care about his feelings. Fuck your feelings.
I know. I was like, oh, okay, good. It's what they do for a living. Oh, I feel so much better for myself now. No. It was fine. I mean, like, she was fine. It was like, I mean, it wasn't the worst thing. It's not my favorite. I'm not signing up to do it every Tuesday. But the best part about the whole experience was that my girlfriend at the time was like, afterwards, we can do whatever you want. We'll go see a movie. We'll get dinner. It'll just be like, we'll do fun stuff to like erase that part of the day. So we go to get food afterwards, and the gynecologist is sitting at the table next to me.
Oh, man.
I look over, and she's literally I was like, why my life, though? Why? No, the devil. It was hilarious. It was great.
No, that's fucked up. That's what that is. Cause I'd be looking like just horrified over this.
Yeah.
And you can't look at someone the same. You're like looking at them over there,
like,
looking at
my
you,
God,
looking at them.
That's my gynecologist.
No,
Hi, how's your fried rice?
Want no parts of that.
Right.
Like, how's your hibachi? That's still.
Right. She's like, oh my God.
I know.
Hilarious.
What if it was like hibachi and you're over there, the dude's over there like chopping up stuff and getting this shrimp, and she's like, floop, and you're like, yay! And all of a sudden she just comes in, seated down next to you.
Hibachi is too much interaction with strangers for me, anyways.
I do not disagree with you in a sense because they will sit you with whomever, and you're just like, ugh.
And it's like going to a play with customer or audience participate. Like, I don't want any of that. I don't want.
You
do
know
not
what?
involve
Audience
me.
participation is one of the main reasons I don't go to improv shows.
Absolutely, 100%. And I never want to sit in the front row.
It's like you seem like you love improv, Destinee. I'm like, oh, no.
No. It's like walking in late to a drag show. You know they're going to call you out.
Ooh, yeah. Or any black comedy show.
Like, you're just
any black comedy show. Oh my God. Walking in late to a black comedy show is death. Don't be wearing something.
Get ready to
get
ridiculed.
Don't look like something. Or don't be holding something. Just don't be anything. Don't be late.
Don't be late.
Just don't be late. Look at you coming in with your $2 drink and your $5. I'm like, oh Lord. I just want to make it to my seat.
This is why I don't go out.
Yeah. Hey, they go in on you, boy. $5 ass. Something make change. I was like, oh Lord, I just want to make it to my seat. Talk about your outfit, who you with. That's so sad.
Public ridicule. I'm not into it.
My Uber was late.
Yeah.
Are you like, I couldn't find parking? You know Atlanta ain't shit for parking. Like, it's like, no, never.
They don't care.
No, they don't care. You gotta be sitting in the nosebleeds for that to happen. Like, you gotta be like a filled with arena for you to come late to a comedy show. But if you're on the front row or something like that, no, you come on time. You be early.
You don't even need a car where we going, baby. Hop up in the rocket and to go.
I do want to talk about food. I'm obsessed. I'm as obsessed with food as you are with celebrity stalking.
Ooh, yeah.
And so.
Hold on. I almost forgot. Shout out to Rihanna. Her birthday was this past week. She turned 30. You know I love my boo. And I want to just and also her assistant / bestie is having a baby, and Rihanna's really excited about that as well because you know Rihanna loves the kids without having the kids. Like I love the kids without having the kids, so that's another thing we have in common. But okay,
you guys can get married and not have kids together. So from time to time, when I have in some way remarkable food experience, I would like to share it with you. Yeah, I'm going to call it what I ate. And it might be that I ate it. It might be that I cooked it and ate it. It might be that I ordered it out somewhere. It's in some way entered my life and made its mark. Today, I'm going to tell you about something that I ate that I wished I had not ate. Which was like, I don't even have words. I'm going to be really honest with you. It was a summer roll. So like a summer roll is like an egg roll but not fried. So it's like got the fresh rice wrapper, and it's usually got some cellophane noodles in it, and they can be vegetarian. Sometimes they're delicious. They have like duck in it. There's a peanut sauce usually. They're delicious. They're one of my favorite things. So this particular summer roll had chicken in it, and when I bit into it, it was like someone had made, it was the flavor and texture of if someone had made Jell-O with tap water. It was like, I lack words to describe the textural and flavorless nightmare that occurred in my mouth.
Say that does not sound appealing.
It was not appealing, and
I
spit it out, which I couldn't tell you the last time that I spit food out because it's rude.
Yeah.
And as soon as I did it, I looked up and to make sure that the people who had just sold me the summer roll were not looking at me, because I was like, that's gonna be so embarrassing and so disrespectful, and I don't mean that. But it literally was inedible. Like, it was like fully cooked and frozen chicken that had been microwaved, is what I'm guessing occurred. And then there was cucumber, but it tasted like nothing, like maybe it had been frozen. There were cellophane noodles, again, tasted like nothing. And it came, but there was no cilantro, there was no cabbage, there was no crunch, and then it came with a little container of a dipping sauce, which I thought was going to be like a fish sauce, maybe like rice wine vinegar type thing, because it was that sort of consistency and color. And then a little cup with chopped peanuts. And I thought, man, if you just put the peanuts in there, it would have added a crunch and maybe a little flavor, but still wouldn't have saved it. But also, how am I supposed to apply those peanuts? Because the cup was the tiniest little
1-2 bite
cup of crunched peanut, and then I'm like doing like peanut shooters at the end. It was weird. The sauce also was not a fish sauce or rice wine vinegar. It was in fact Italian dressing.
I don't feel like those things go together. I'm not.
You're right.
I'm not the most affluent on my my Asian cuisine. I apologize as far as like my cooking.
It doesn't go with Italian dressing.
I'm more of an Italian eater, so I know what goes with Italian dressing, and that is not it.
No, and it was unbelievable. I was sad about it, and it made me feel good about opening my own food truck.
Yeah. You like, well, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, when things like that, like that's how I feel when I go places, and I'm like, well, I can do that shit.
Yeah, I try not to say that because most of the time I know damn well I'm not going to do it, but I'll go ahead and say it now. I can do better than that, and in fact, I'm going to.
Exactly.
My friend Jessica.
You're saving people, Dylan.
My friend Jessica said, and again, I'll remind you, it doesn't take much to be above average. And I was like,
right,
Jessica, words of wisdom.
Right. I thought that too. And I was like, me and my brothers went to this, like, you know, here in Atlanta, they have like these like janky barbecue hubcap on the side of the gas station places.
Mm-hmm.
We went to one.
Delish though.
Some are very delicious. That's why I do not discount them.
Yeah.
You'll find some jewels. Like one of my favorites is on the south side. It looks like a hole in the wall. He got like a couple of them popped up here and there. Called Big Daddy's. Fucking delicious.
Barbecue?
Soul food.
Soul food.
Like good old diabetes. Take my left foot. soul food.
The way. I just wanted to be like, tell me about it. I love, that's the kind of love I have for food. I don't even have to eat it.
It's the type of soul
it.
food that it's like you're always like your last thing that you eat before you go on a diet. Like, I'm about to go on a diet, but I'm going to get me some Big Daddies and then I'm going to go on my diet. So it's like that Thanksgiving thing. Like, yeah, it's like I'm going to go through Thanksgiving and then when I go through Thanksgiving, I'm on my cleanse. I promise. It's like the same thing. It's like, I'm going to go get me some Big Daddies, and after Big Daddies, I'm going to quit. I promise. I promise. This one last time.
Which is just one more time.
One more time. One more time. Everybody has that spot they take their family to when they come into town. Mm-hmm. Like some people take them to go get barbecue. We take our family to get soul food at Big Daddy's. Good old cafeteria style where you take the plate. Like, which one you want? I want, give me a scoop of that one over there and a scoop of that. Thank you. Y'all got some of them pickle hot peppers? Thank you. It's that type of place.
I feel like I want it right now.
and it's good because Big Daddy, the owner, the namesake, is sitting at the register on a stool. Mm-hmm. He's a chubby brown man with braids and a beard, and he looks like his name, Big Daddy. Okay? That's awesome. And he just sit down at the register, just in his apron, just You want some dessert? No, Big Daddy, because I'm gonna sit on that stool with you.
I'm like, yes, I do. What are my options today? I
know, because they do have some. They be like key lime cake and stuff. He be like, I do want some of that. I was like the biggest.
I was gonna say no, but yes, I do.
Some banana pudding or some peach cobbler, like stuff like that. Yeah.
Stop it.
Can I get peach cobbler with extra crust? Thank you, Big Daddy.
Corner piece. I call corner piece. There is a donut shop here that just recently opened a nitro ice cream bar inside of it. So it's where you pour they pour the ice cream base on the super cold
Oh, is that where they scrape your ice cream?
Yeah, and they roll it up.
Isn't that just like Cold Stone, though?
It's different. I mean, I haven't eaten it, but the concept is a little different. But here's what they do. They take a donut, they cut it in half, they make you an ice cream sandwich.
Oh, they do that here at this place called Sublime Donut. They make ice cream donut sandwiches. Which, Sublime Donuts, if you've never been, next time you come back up to here, Atlanta, I'm going to take you because it's
Sublime?
It's fat delicious. Yeah, Sublime is fat delicious. It's they have this fresh strawberries and cream donut, which is it sounds like it. Yeah. You heard that when I said it?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So this is so who we are as people. I'm like, oh, I should follow them on Instagram. So the way that you follow celebrities, I follow food.
Oh, you should follow them.
I follow 4 donut shops on my Instagram
Put it like this.
account.
It's so good that it's 24 hours.
They're not even in cities I live in.
They're a 24-hour donut shop. A lot of times when I'm leaving work,
they're open 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
God bless America.
I'll be leaving work and I'm like, no.
Don't do it.
Because I got to drive past the street that it's on. And I'm like,
no. Give me strength.
Jesus. It's like driving past Krispy Kreme when the hot sign on. It's like,
I lose
you're trying to stop
the
yourself.
Car. It's there's just a magnetic pull that I can't.
I can't drive in the car with my mom when that sign comes on because she's like, turn around. It's an ambulance. If she had
pull
a siren,
pull over.
We would have to pull over. It's important.
I once had a friend pick me up. He called me and said, do you want to go get a donut with me? It was 10 p.m. And I was like, oh, sure. He was like, I'm craving Krispy Kreme. I was in California visiting friends, and he also lived in California. So he picked me up, and we're driving, and it was 20 minutes in the car. And I was like, dude, how far is this? And he's like, it's another 40 minutes probably. The closest Krispy Kreme was an hour away. And and he was like, just sometimes on Fridays, it was not uncommon for him to drive an hour for a donut. Yeah.
I know. That's the other day, my girlfriend was like, I want Krispy Kreme. And we live in a part of Atlanta where there's not a Krispy Kreme, very convenient.
Yeah.
So she was about to Uber Eats Krispy Kreme. And I said, what?
Oh,
She's like, yeah, I'm finna Uber Eats a Krispy Kreme. I'm like, you are not finna Uber Eat donuts.
God.
We are not those fat people.
So, I don't know. Do you guys have cookie delivery places?
Yes, we have, I think it's Tiffany cookies or something like that. Or Tiff Treats or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
yeah, they're supposed to deliver warm baked cookies or something.
So there's a couple of those here, and like a long, long time ago, 15 years ago maybe, I was sitting on a porch full of people, and these two kids started talking about their brilliant business idea, which was cookie delivery, and I was like, y'all are idiots. No one's going to pay you to bring cookies to their house. And they were like, yes, they will. They'll be warm, and it's going to be And I was like, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. And then cut to 15 years later, sure enough,
Dude.
you will pay someone to deliver cookies to
I
your
will.
house.
And the fat...
I was like, damn it.
The so fucked up part about it is I asked, that was a legitimate question. When my girlfriend, again, this is another one of those things that she told me about, and I was like, what? That exists? She's like, yeah, they deliver it to be warm, and I'm like, what? So when she said they're warm, because that's my thing, is like I hate hard cookies. Like I'm not a Chip Ahoy girl.
Oh,
Like
you're
I'm a soft,
Soft
and I don't like
cookie
that. I don't like this fake Chip Ahoy softness either. I don't like those either. Like the chewy Chip Ahoy, I don't like that. That's nasty.
All right.
That's not a real cookie. I want my cookie fresh out the oven, Pillsbury. I want to poke the belly. I want that. But give me some milk and cookies. Him downstairs. God damn it, Bernie Mac is funny. Love me some Bernie Mac. God rest his soul. It's funny, man. Anyway, I like my cookies warm, so that is a genius idea because I would pay for it. And I'm mad you didn't invest in those young kids, but that's how I feel about Redbox. And I'm so upset about Redbox, and I'll tell you why. I could be a fucking millionaire right now because before Redbox had that push, it was at a random kiosk at the mall that I was working at the time when I was in college. And they was like, invest in this new up and coming company where you put $1. I'm like, $1? Ain't nobody gonna bring this damn DVD back. And I'm like, oh, that's stupid. Don't be,
Oh.
Now, fast forward, not even 10 years later, Redbox is at every fucking store on every fucking corner, and I'm mad as shit because I could have put $50 or something in Redbox, and I could, have an island with.
They were
where
crowdfunding
Mariah
at the mall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think this was before all that crowdfunding.
Yeah,
and
that's a
stuff
missed
existed.
opportunity.
Yeah.
That gets filed under missed opportunity.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I was like, Redbox. And I was like, this is stupid.
You're like, I wouldn't bring it back for $1. I own this now.
Back. I own this. This is mine.
Yeah, they get you credit card number.
Well, I know people who know ways around that.
They get my credit card number.
I probably not even. It's called a Visa gift card.
What?
A gift card.
Gift card?
Gift card. Yeah. A gift card.
Snap.
With money on it, and just never bring it back.
I'm just too afraid to get caught.
Yeah, me too. I haven't done it.
I'm always too afraid, my whole life.
But I know people who have done
Ask
it
me for a friend.
for Xbox games. Those $60 games.
Oh.
They do that for that.
You probably just ruined it for them.
I did. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I apologize. But that's how they were doing
lips
it.
sink ships, Destinee.
Hey, man. Hey, I said it before. I am not your trap queen. As soon as they hit the door, I'm going to tell them where you at for sure. I apologize. You ever seen Goodfellas? I'm going to be the dude who, at the end, I'm going to have witness protection. I don't mind Alaska.
Destinee with a Y.
Mm-hmm. But no, fuck them up. No, I would like it to be Desiree.
Okay.
Like everybody else been calling me for years. But it ain't. I'm like, how the fuck do you get Desiree from Destinee, bitch?
It's a sore subject. It's a touchy spot for you.
Because
That
I
fired
wear
you
a
right
name tag.
up.
Because I wear a name tag for a living, and it's on the name tag, but for
literally.
some reason, somehow you get Desiree,
Yeah.
although there are no fucking R's in my name. Where is the Ray? Nee and Ray sound different. Nee, Destinee, Ray. Nee, Ray.
That's the new Kim and Kanye baby name. Nee Ray West.
Nee Ray West.
Galaxy looks so high up in the sky.
All right, Popsicle, what you doing this week?
What am I doing? I am on Tuesday the 6th. I'm going to go and listen to Roxanne Gay speak at FSU. It's part of their lecture series that they're doing, and I'm super stoked about it. She was recently brought to my attention through the Sarah Silverman show. I think it's called America, I Love You. It was her series on Hulu.
Yep.
Sarah Silverman.
I
Comedian.
can't remember if it was on Hulu or Netflix, but I do remember it popping up on my thingy.
I'm pretty sure it's Hulu. I'm like 99% sure.
might be.
It's a great show. And next time it pops up, if you want to check it out, it was really good. But she had Roxanne Gay on as a guest, and that was the first time that I had heard of her or really heard her talk. And she is brilliant and hilarious and right about everything that I've heard her say. But she says it in such a great way. Like, she's kind of I don't know. She's kind of like salty a little bit and has just like a very kind of no nonsense way about her. And so it feels more like a conversation than like listening to someone lecture. It's definitely like, I feel like when I listen to her speak, it's just like listening to someone I want to hang out with, which is cool. So that should be really fun. And the weather has been awesome here, and I actually went to the beach this past weekend. So I'm going to try to do that again. Yeah, I don't know. Well, how about you? What you got going on?
I don't have a fucking beach.
It's a hard life.
Yeah, it is. I would come down and hop on this Roxanne Gay thing, but I have to fucking work, and I don't have a beach, so you suck. Nothing personal, nothing.
I won't take it personally.
You suck.
You suck. I don't mean that personally.
You and
but
your
like,
beach. No, I'll be here this weekend, slaving away at the job. However, I'm going to try to get into some crafty things. I've been trying to, for the love of God, get this online Etsy going, so people will stop asking me, where can I buy this? Where can I buy it?
Yeah, you gotta.
And I have somewhere. I have somewhere for people to buy it. I'll figure that out. And
We want it. We want it from a distance.
Yeah, from a distance.
Right.
Figure that out, and also making some, because I love the fact that a lot of my wooden pieces that I paint on came the day of my City of Ink art show, so I couldn't use those pieces, so I'm going to be painting those the next couple days and try to get those painted and clear coated.
Awesome.
Because, I do everything by my hands, my own two little bitty hands. So I'll be doing that.
That sounds good.
Oh, and I'm probably, I got my Costco cart now. I'm proud of it. I'm a full-blown Costco carrying member, and I got me a gift card to the Andretti's. So I'm going to
To the where?
I'm going to Andretti's. No. Okay. Well, here in Georgia, we have this. You ever heard of Mario Andretti, the Formula One kart racer driver guy? Well, he has these go-karty places here in Georgia. called Andretti.
That sounds real fun. I definitely pictured it like being a steakhouse or something.
Oh, that does sound good.
Andretti's. I was like, is it an Italian restaurant?
Little scrimping steak.
No, race car sounds way fun.
Yeah, karting. I'm gonna go to Andretti's because they have half price on certain days if you go after 9 o'clock on the weekday. So I'll probably catch that because I'm an old person and I catch specials. Such as Andretti's on Wednesday or the weekday. Also, Dave & Buster does a good half price day as well. Because it's called Balling on a Budget.
I love that you're old enough to know when the discount days are, but you're still young enough that you want to go drive bumper cars and play video games.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect combo.
Yeah. Because think about it. You can't save all your couponing for when you're old.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Coupon now while you can. Groupon is your friend.
Let's fly way to a place real far, baby. Oh, you're so amazing.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining me, D Streeter, and my amigo Dylan for another thrilling episode of the Double D podcast. Be sure to write a review or give us a rating on this episode. And again, tell everyone you freaking know to follow us on This Is Double D on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. We got all of them. You can follow me, Destinee, at Highly Creative on Instagram. And Pickle, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Tally Panhandle on Instagram and The Panhandle on Facebook.
Ooh, you got a Facebook.
I'm a fish. All kinds of official. Facebook. I don't have Twitter. I got Facebook. I got Instagram. I'm working on a website.
Don't nobody tweet. Except our president. All right, Pickle. I'm out. You out?
D Streets. I'm out of here.
All right.
Hey everybody, this is Dylan from the Double D Podcast. Just wanted to let you know that if you enjoyed the music in this week's episode, check out King Clew's album Godspeed. It's available everywhere that you stream and purchase your music. The song from this week's episode was Galaxy Love.